What's up? Merry Christmas. This is All Love Gary from Tripod Sports, and today we're going to be talking about a Pro Bowl snub, Jordan Howard. So the Pro Bowl list just came out, and every year somebody gets snubbed. And the Pro Bowl is not really like what it was 10, 15 years ago, but it's still an honor to be named amongst your peers as one of the best players in the NFL, and it still means something. And every year there's a snubs. There's a few snubs here and there, and you like to say, well, this person should have been named. And a lot of times they'll get named on as an injury replacement. But this year, one name really sticks out in particular to me, and we're going to go over that. It's going to be Jordan Howard for the Chicago Bears. And we're just going to go over like how I think he needs to be a Pro Bowler, and really how I think it's kind of embarrassing he didn't get named to the Pro Bowl. So Jordan Howard, he was drafted out of Indiana in the 5th round last year by the Bears. And he was known as a power back who needed to develop, his route running and pass catching to be an everyday back. But he was a bigger guy, so he was being known as somebody who could take the workload in the NFL. And he really hit the ground running last year. He didn't play in the first 3 games because the Bears, this just talks to their ability to recognize talent. We're still starting people who are no longer even on the roster over Howard. So once that all went down and Howard got his chance to start in the league, he really never relinquished a starting role. He was second in the NFL last year in rushing, only behind Ezekiel Elliott, who won the Rookie of the Year. And so you had 2 rookies lead the league in rushing last year, which is really, really cool. But this is a Pro Bowl for this year, so we're just going to go over this year's stats. He's 4th in the NFL this season with 1,069 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. He also has 22 catches for 120 yards. And this is all behind questionable O-line play because his 2 guards, Sitton and Long, have been in and out of the lineup all year long, shut down now. His center has been bouncing around because it was Whitehair to start the season now, but now it's Grasu. So really the interior offensive line is not the same. And for a running back, that's huge because he's going to be getting hit probably quicker in the backfield. And Howard, it has been showing. He's down to 4.2 yards per carry this year, but really, when you look at his offensive line play, he definitely has an excuse, and he's still really producing. And also, questionable play calling for the Bears. I've touched on this in other videos. They've had games where they passed the ball 7 times and rushed the ball like 40 times. So, he's got a rookie QB and Trubisky, so he's facing a lot of 8-man fronts. They're stacking the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10. The Bears are going to come out and run or do some conservative things. So people are just loading the front against the Bears, and him and Cohen are really still producing. And it's really a question is if Howard is not a Pro Bowler, because he is literally the Bears offense. If you watch Bears games, Jordan Howard is the Bears offense. He is what it starts with and what he ends with. So really he should be in MVP talks, really, in my opinion, because he is all the Bears offense have. They have absolutely no wide receivers. The quarterback is a rookie, so, they're really dumbing it down for him. And Howard is still able to make the cuts, make the plays that are accustomed to seeing like a feature back. And Howard really is that feature back. So in closing, you can see all these backs that get recognition. And, you got your Kareem Hunts and your Kamaras from New Orleans that are getting all these big plays and have big play capability. They're getting all these loves, but you still have the workhorse running back and Jordan Howard, who you could still, the factor back, who you can still turn around and hand the ball off to 25 plays a game, who doesn't have to come out because he can catch. He really is a complete back. So I want to give my boy some love, Jordan Howard. Let's get him some love out here, make him be recognized as one of the top players in the league coming up. And, like I said, let's see where he goes from here. So this has been All Love Gary from Tripod Sports. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. I'm out.